The observation deck of Skyreach Station thrummed with the usual afternoon activity. Delegates from 18 different species drifted beneath the artificial starlight, trading protocols and market tips over translucent, glowing beverages. Near the viewport, a tiny figure pressed her paw against the cold glass, trying not to cry out. Leora Venn, a 7-cycle-old Valian, trembled slightly. She had only been on the station for 3 days, accompanying her mother to the Interspecies Healthcare Summit. Too young to comprehend the complex politics of galactic medicine, yet old enough to feel the sharp, throbbing pain in her left forepaw intensify. The bandage had loosened again, revealing the edges of a wound with a greenish-blue tinge creeping into her golden fur. 2 days ago, the station's medical droid had applied the bandage with methodical precision. It had calculated the optimal tension, selected a specialized antibacterial coating, and affixed the wrap with molecular adhesive guaranteed to last a week. But the droid had not anticipated the stubborn scratches of a frightened cub or the restless nights filled with pain. It had no programming for comfort, for reassurance, for soft words whispered in the dark. It had done its job and moved on. Her mother, absorbed in her presentation on cross-species immune responses, was in Summit Hall 3, 3 decks below, and wouldn't return for another 2 hours. Leora had tried to navigate the station's maze-like corridors to find the medical bay herself. Twice, she had become hopelessly lost before retreating to this familiar observation deck. Around her, life carried on. A Krathic diplomat's laughter, harsh and grinding, echoed across the chamber. 2 luminary traders floated past in their levitating spheres, their conversation filled with numbers and profit margins. A small cluster of Kryllids near the refreshment area twitched their antennae in rapid communication. No one noticed the small Valian, her amber eyes brimming with tears, struggling to keep her bandage in place. Then a shadow fell beside her. "Hello there, little one." Leora looked up, startled. The being crouched beside her was human, a species she had only ever seen in the station's databases. Humans were uncommon this far from their home system, and this one had eyes the color of Earth's oceans, though Leora had never seen Earth herself. "Your paw hurts, doesn't it?" the human asked softly. Leora nodded, too nervous to speak. The human examined the loose bandage, her expression shifting from curiosity to genuine concern. "I'm Dr. Mara Ellen," she said. "I'm a medical officer. May I take a closer look?" "The droid already did it," Leora whispered. "I can tell," Mara said calmly, "but sometimes machines can't do everything. Sometimes a paw needs a human touch. May I?" Leora hesitated, unsure what a human touch meant, then nodded. Her pain had grown too intense to resist help. Mara's presence was different, warm, patient, and somehow alive, unlike the cold precision of the station's medical droids. Mara seated herself fully on the deck, crossed her legs, and carefully lifted Leora's injured paw. Her fingers were warm, far warmer than the metal of a droid or the station's controlled atmosphere. She unwrapped the soiled bandage slowly, pausing each time Leora flinched. I know," Mara murmured. "It's uncomfortable, but you're doing wonderfully." The observation deck continued around them. A Vortonian merchant brushed past, indifferent. 2 security officers drifted by, absorbed in their data pads. In a galaxy that prized efficiency over empathy, Leora's pain might have gone unnoticed, but Mara Ellen ignored the rules of the crowd. From her belt, Mara retrieved a small vial of clear liquid. "This will sting for a moment," she warned gently, "but then it will help. Can you be brave for me?" Leora squeezed her eyes shut and nodded. The antiseptic stung, but Mara's other hand caressed Leora's arm in a rhythmic, soothing motion. The simple act of touch, unprogrammed and uncalculated, made the pain feel lighter. "Almost done," Mara said, her voice soft yet vibrant, carrying a warmth no translation system could fully capture. "When I was young, I fell from a tree and scraped my knee badly. My father held me just like this. He said wounds heal better when someone who cares is nearby. Is that true? Leora asked, watching as Mara wrapped the paw with practiced hands. The journals say it doesn't matter, Mara said with a smile. I think they're wrong. Care makes a difference, always. Mara secured the new bandage with a gentle clip instead of the harsh molecular adhesive, then produced a small, colorful patch from her kit. It bore images of animals from Earth. She pressed it over the wrap. There, Mara said. Now it's not just a bandage, it's armor, warrior armor. For the first time in days, Leora smiled. Whether from the antiseptic or the comfort in Mara's presence, the pain felt less sharp. Why did you help me? Leora asked. Everyone else had walked past. Mara's expression softened. Where I come from, we have a saying, we rise by lifting others. The galaxy is vast, full of incredible minds and technologies, but in all that advancement, kindness can be forgotten. Humans, we're not the strongest or the smartest or the most advanced, but we remember to care. Sometimes that's what someone needs most, to be seen and valued. She offered her hand. Come on, let's find your mother, and tomorrow come see me in Medical Bay 7. I'll check that paw and make sure it's healing properly. Leora took her hand and stood. Looking around the observation deck with new eyes, she saw the majesty and intelligence of the galaxy's many species, but none of it compared to this simple, human act of kindness. She realized that sometimes the most advanced thing a being can do is the simplest act of care. And perhaps that was humanity's greatest gift, not technology or tactics, but the stubborn, persistent, beautiful refusal to let suffering go unnoticed. Even in a universe of efficiency, there would always be a human who crouched down, looked you in the eye and said, "Let me help." Subscribe to the channel to make the stories even more exciting.